Hello there YouTube people, this is Music for the Win and I'm bringing you a new gameplay of Team Fortress 2. Actually this really is new because after all I never actually made any gameplay reviews and commentaries and stuff about this game. I'm just kidding, I already had one, but it was more of a, how to say, a gameplay review episode which I was doing in the past. Now this one I actually got recorded like a week ago, and then I've just been having computer problems ever since, so I couldn't really get into it and like fix it, finish it and just be done with it. But now today, the 18th of September, basically probably the first school day of mine, I got my new power supply unit. It's a Cooler Master, 600 watts of power, so I can play Battlefield 3 right now and I can record and all those things. The reason why I wasn't posting in the recent days, yeah right, with like a month or so, is mainly because of my power supply unit. Now the PSU is actually quite a vital part I've learned in the past month, because it was the thing that was preventing me from playing games normally. When I am playing a video game, I would all of a sudden get drastic FPS drops to 20 and below for about 20 seconds, and that thing repeats itself throughout like a minute and two or so. And without further ado, I spent $60 on a new one, so we're ready to begin again. And this channel is going to be more active again. I also applied for YouTube partnership because Social Blade is awesome. You can go check him out as well. And hopefully if I actually do get partnered, my activity will increase, even though the school year that is coming is quite a heavy one. Now for those of you who haven't ever actually seen or played or even heard of this game, I mean, you'd have to live in a third world country to not do that, but like, no offense to third world countries anyway. This is a game which is quite a lot of fun to play, and it was coincidentally the only game I could play without FPS drops. Now this game was actually released in 2007 if I'm not mistaken, my memory might be bad, and I bought it back in 2009 because back then it wasn't free to play and it didn't even have weapons. It had those like default weapons, but nothing much. So it's 2012 now, for 5 years have passed, and is this game better? I don't know, maybe it's worse, maybe it's better. Nobody could really tell you for sure, everybody's got different opinions. I for one think that this game actually turned out quite nicely, because I mean, to be honest, if this game was like Call of Duty and just same old guns for like 5 years over and over again, just gotten boring. Besides, the new guns don't really add much of advantage, like most of them are just a bunch of, let's say, this gun gives you that, but steals that away from you as well. So it's like a double-edged sword. You get something, but you get something taken from you in return. So, have Valve done their job? Well, perfectly if you ask me. Although a lot of weapons have been overpowered in their first week or so of release, they have always been fixed. That is Valve's awesome trademark. Fixing and updating their games almost weekly. Now, sometimes there are a couple of updates that kind of happen like 1-2 days, 3, and then 1 week no updates, but then again it's gonna start again. So even if it's not servers and shit, restarting and stuff, I mean weapon adding and such, like the weapon adding is really rare, and when it happens it's usually accompanied by one of those trailers, like for instance the Meet the Pyro video, which also announced a couple of other things. It had some Easter eggs. If you guys didn't notice, go watch them now. But basically, let's get into the gameplay for a bit. We are playing with the strange rocket launcher. Why is it strange, you might ask? Is that just its weapon name, or is it like have some sort of strange attributes? No, the strange weapons in this game don't do anything in particular. They just keep track of how many kills you've gotten in total. So again, it's not like a kill death ratio keeper, because this game doesn't really have it like this. Plays your kills and deaths with such, but what matters here is your score the most. And you gain score mostly by playing the objective, not by killing people, so again, pretty cool. Nice job, Valve. Basically what this weapon does is keep track of all of your kills with the weapon you are currently using, and you can only use a strange part I think 3 times on a weapon. So again, I bought my weapon for like 1 refined, and so it's like the currency in this game, I guess. The crafting system is quite underused in my opinion. There's like sites that offer you a chance to buy stuff for the metal in your game. But then again, this is the strange rocket launcher, and it does nothing in particular. This is the original weapon that came in the game. This is the weapon that the soldier was using 5 years ago. It hasn't been changed, no stats have been touched and such. It's all the original. Now the secondary weapon, you might have noticed a couple of times there, I actually took a shell out of my backpack and I used it. Now what happens is in the bottom right corner next to my ammo counter you can see there's actually a rage meter. Now that shell is being filled up by doing damage, as you can see there. And when that shell is actually at full rage, you can blow it and you get health regen. So that's pretty nice. Not only do you get the health regen, also your teammates get it as well, which is again pretty awesome. And there are a couple of these items for the soldier in particular. There is the buff banner, the disciplinary action, the conqueror, and I believe one of them is in the makings right now. Steam Workshop for the win. So the buff banner is pretty much the same thing, and I even use it later in this video because the buff banner gains rage when you hit people, when you do damage to them and such. Also the buff banner is pretty much the only other weapon in the game which has like this buff that gives your teammates offensive attributes. So basically the battalion's backup, which is like a backpack which doesn't gain rage by hitting people, more like by getting hit yourself. So if you actually take the damage instead of your teammates or such, you gain up rage, and when you blow the horn or the trumpet or whatever it is there, you actually get 35% defense, and that's pretty good during pushing rounds, especially on rush. Not rush exactly, it's like a payload round over here, but anyway, going back to the buff banner, it gives you mini crits, which is like 1.5 your original damage. The crits are 2.0, so again, not really overpowered, but you know, it replaces your secondary weapon, which is usually a shotgun or a laser pistol. And for my third and last weapon, we are using the escape plan, which is basically a pickaxe that when you get health, like when your health goes lower, you actually get speed for it, which is quite nice again. You saw me do that in the video a couple of times so far, and I pretty much use it only to escape, as the name would suggest. There is also another version of it, which is actually the equalizer. This weapon was once with both attributes, but to avoid unbalancement, it was changed into two separate weapons. Now the equalizer actually does more damage when your health drops down instead of give you speed boost, and this escape plan does the exact opposite. So you don't get damage, instead you get damage taken out and you get speed and shit. And it's pretty complicated at first, but then again it's good. Now speaking a bit about the game mode, you can see a lot of sentries, soldiers, pyros and whatnot fighting over here with the blue guys, and you might be asking yourself, what the hell's going on here? I didn't sign up for this. Well, this is payload, and you did sign up for it. You're watching this video, which means you are currently signed to me. Subscribe or not, doesn't matter. Anyway, leave that subscribe button. It's right over there. But practically what this game mode is payload. You got to push this little cart here, and you can see while you're standing next to it, while red, it says defend this point. So in this game mode, there are usually a couple of maps, and there's like 5 or 6 original maps of payload, but they got more and more during the time, you know. The aggressiveness of this game was like out for 5 years. And there's also custom maps, so I don't know, there may be about 100 to 200 maps of this game mode. I'm not sure myself. So what the blue team has to do is stand next to the cart to push it forward to the checkpoints. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, there's actually 2 checkpoints on this map, and that blue house over there, that's their home base. So the cart starts in their base, and they gotta push it around, and once you hit a checkpoint you get a bit of time boost, like I think 2 or 3 minutes is the default, and then again every server can modify it to like 99 minutes. Who knows, it's all different. And in this case scenario, you can see now the cart is going backwards. That is when nobody is pushing the cart for more than 5 seconds, it will slowly go backwards. And I'm talking serious, it's gonna go slowly backwards, so it's not like, you know, super fast. And that engineer standing over there does absolutely nothing. When the red stands next to the cart, the enemies just can't push it, so I guess that's what he was trying to do here. I'm not sure myself. Get on, bro. And basically what this game mode is pretty fun, because it makes you think like you're one with your team, which is a key gameplay mechanic of this game if you ask me. I mean, even if you're playing deathmatch, it's still more fun to play with a team like, you know, a medic or even a soldier supporting his teammates. Pretty neat. Now about some of the old discussions we mentioned in this video, I might be getting partnership. Yes, that is completely true, you didn't miss here. If you had to go rewind the video, you probably feel really stupid now, but it doesn't matter because I love you and you love me, so you can watch this video as many times you want. Once again, I'm not advertisement, I'm just saying you can do that. So basically I could get partnership. Yes, that is correct. Third world countries, I mean countries such as mine, Bulgaria, No, that is not a mistake. I am in a third world country. Haha, silly me. Anyway, they can get sponsored as well if you meet the necessary requirements. I think that the requirements were like 100 subs and at least like 1,000 views per day or so. And surprisingly enough, I got about 2,000 in my first day alone. So I got this partnership contract or whatever sent to me on like the third day. And I already signed it. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. According to the administrators of Social Blade, it's just a matter of time before YouTube accepts that. So wish me luck. I am in quite a mood right now. But my mood will have to drop down. I mean, I might be able to record Battlefield and play more of those hack and do games. However, I am starting school, and that's pretty lame really, because I'm studying architecture. What architecture is well, basically something you should never consider yourself studying. It's probably the slowest subject ever, and it's like got all those divided subjects, I guess, and it's just, oh my god, it's so boring. But I can't really explain about my personal life and how I feel right now, because the video has come to an end. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want to subscribe, you can always hit that button. If you want to like, if you like this video, you can always do that. And you can also expect more Battlefield 3, or maybe even a playthrough if I really do get partnered in the near future. Thank you for watching this video. It's been Maighty to win, and I'll be signing out now. Hope you guys stay active, because I sure hope that I will. Later.